At the time of the BP disaster, I had been leading Healthy Gulf for 15 years in their efforts to protect the natural resources of the Gulf of Mexico. I first learned of the BP disaster when the press began to call asking our reaction. I wondered why they were making such a big fuss of it. We often had oil spills in the Gulf of Mexico. In fact, we had just had a release that had oiled a national wildlife refuge in Louisiana. But it was after that that I realized the real magnitude of the BP disaster. My first reaction was of disbelief, but then I felt anger. I had been to many meetings over the years on oil and gas development projects, and had always been assured by federal agencies and the industry that there was nothing that could happen in the Gulf that couldn't be shut off in 48 hours. That my concerns about spills and blowouts was really unfounded. They were baseless. So at the time of the disaster, I wondered, where are those assurances? Clearly, industry can't shut this disaster off in 48 hours. In fact, it took several months to do so. I don't remember too much about that very traumatic time. My strongest memory is the fear that everything I had worked for 15 years to protect had been destroyed. I was powerless to stop the BP disaster, but I decided we could ensure that the industry was held to account and that more stringent policies were put in place to ensure that another disaster did not occur. Sadly, despite a lot of effort by many individuals, scientists, and decision makers, very little has changed in the Gulf. The oil industry's influence in Congress has assured that the few safeguards actually passed after the BP disaster have been rolled back. For them, profits are always more important than people and the environment. What this has made me realize is that we can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result. That is the definition of insanity. The offshore oil and gas industry has consistently shown that it cannot and it will not clean up its act and put worker safety before profits. It is time for us to break this cycle. We need to build a more just and equitable economy that provides safe, good-paying jobs in industries that do not pollute communities. In short, we need to move away from offshore oil and gas drilling and toward a clean energy future. Thank you.